It's time for the top stories on NileTV International. I am Bsmة. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received the President of the World Economic Forum, Jorge Brandão, and his accompanying delegation. The meeting was attended by Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and a number of ministers. The presidential spokesperson said that during the meeting, President el-Sisi discussed the development efforts made by Egypt, most notably the infrastructure projects, industry and agriculture sectors. The head of state highlighted the significance of joint cooperation and encouraging the foreign private sector to invest in the most significant sectors in Egypt, namely the sectors of industry, sustainable energy, communications, digital transformation, artificial intelligence, and transportation. For his part, the President of the World Economic Forum praised the great steps taken by Egypt in the field of economic reform and attracting investments. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held a meeting with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Investment and Foreign Trade Hassan el-Khatib to discuss a number of files, including developing the foreign trade system by facilitating its procedures, reducing costs and customs clearance time, instilling industry, and increasing the use of local components. The meeting also reviewed the investments and projects of the Egyptian Sovereign Fund, as well as the fund's efforts to attract more investments. During the meeting, President el-Sisi stressed the significance of improving the investment climate, exert efforts to strengthening Egypt's position as a regional hub for attracting foreign direct investment in accordance with the national priorities and opening new markets for the Egyptian exports. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian expatriates Badr Abdel-Ati visits Kuwait to boost bilateral ties between the two Arab countries. The top diplomat is expected to hold meetings with Kuwaiti senior officials on boosting bilateral cooperation and exchanging visions on various regional challenges that threaten stability and security in the region. The minister is also expected to meet members of the Egyptian community and a number of Kuwaiti investors. Israeli airstrikes killed more than 55 Lebanese civilians, many of them in central Beirut. This Israel defense minister vowed decisive action against Hezbollah in a call with his U.S. counterpart. On Israel's second front, the more than 13-month genocide war against the Palestinian civilians in Gaza, and rescuers said that Israeli airstrikes and tank fire killed 19 Palestinian civilians and wounded more than 40. After nearly a year of limited cross-border exchanges of fire, in which Hezbollah said that it was acting in support of the Palestinians in Gaza, Israel escalated its airstrikes against targets in Lebanon on September 23rd. Countries at the COP29 summit in Baku adopted a $300 billion a year global finance target on Sunday to help poorer nations cope with the impacts of climate change. The agreement, clinched over time at the two-week conference in Azerbaijan capital, was meant to provide momentum for international efforts to curb global warming in a year destined to be the hottest on record. The agreement would provide $300 billion annually by 2035, boosting rich countries' previous commitment to provide $100 billion per year in climate finance by 2020. The deal also lays the groundwork for next year's climate summit to be held in the Amazon rainforest of Brazil, where countries are meant to map out the next decade of climate action. Dear viewers, by that we come to the end of our top stories. Thanks for watching, and I am Bsmة signing off.